In this lecture, we are going to discuss about design of directional antenna system. So already previously we have seen how we have designed the omnidirectional antenna system in the normal case. So when the call traffic begins to increase, we need to use the frequency spectrum efficiently and avoid increasing the number of cells. That is the number of frequencies that we are using, the cluster size in a 7-cell frequency reuse pattern. So when K increases, the number of frequency channels assigned in a cell will decrease, and the efficiency of applying the frequency reuse scheme also decreases. So instead of increasing the number K in a set of cells, so let us keep K is equal to 7, and we are introducing the concept of directional antenna arrangement. The co-channel interference can be reduced by using the directional antennas. This means that each cell is divided into 3 or 6 sectors and uses 3 or 6 directional antennas at a base station. Each sector is assigned a set of frequencies or channels. The interference between two channel cells decreases as we are showing in the below figure. You can see here, it is the center cell with a frequency of 1. So the same frequency, the cells which are using are, these are the co-channel cells. And if you are using the 100 degree sector, this is the 100 degree sector. Only the interference caused by these, the backside co-channel cells only will be affected by this center cell. So other co-channel cells will radiate in different directions. Here you can see this one, this direction, this will go in this direction, this radiation pattern will go this direction. Only these two co-channel cells radiation pattern will be interfering with these co-channel cells, and because of these two co-channel cells only interference is occurring. So in the previous case, when we are using the omnidirectional antenna system, all the 6 co-channel cells were causing interference to the center cell. So here, because of directional antenna, only in this direction the interference is there, only in this direction, here only in this direction. So backward there is no interference. So the number of co-channel cells which are the cause for the interference of the co-channel is decreased from 6 to 2. So that is the meaning. Okay. So we will see the how can we design directional antenna for K is equal to 7 cell pattern for both 3 sector case and 6 sector case. 3 sector case means 100 degrees directional antenna we are using, 6 sector means 60 degrees directional antenna. So 2 co-channel cells are shown in the way I have seen. Here you can see the worst case situation for the mobile unit which is replace E. The 2 co-channel cells will come into interference. Okay. So this is because the mobile receiver receives the weakest signal from its own cell side, fairly strong interference from the interfering cell. So in a 3-sector case, the interference is effective in only one direction because the front to back ratio of a cell side directional antenna is at least 10 dB or more in a mobile radio environment. So what I told, only in one direction the radiation pattern will be there. The back side, there will be no radiation effect. The worst case co-channel interference in directional antenna sector in which interference occurs may be calculated. So because of the use of directional antennas, the number of interfering co-channel cells is reduced from 6 to 2 as I have shown in this figure. The worst case of C/I occurs when the mobile unit is at position E, I have shown you, at which point the distance between the mobile and the 2 interfering antennas is D plus 0.7 R and the other one is D. This is for 100 degrees directional antenna system. If you are going for only 60 degrees directional antenna system, the mobile unit is here, only one co-channel cell will come into interference, that is D plus 0.7 R. So these 2 cases you will see the value of C/I, that is carrier to interference ratio, can be obtained by the same equation. Carrier to interference ratio is equal to R power gamma by summation of the co-channel cells which are at distance D. So here we are having the co-channel cells which are taking part in the interference. 2 co-channel cells are there at a distance of D plus 0.7 R and a distance of D. Both these two we are summing in the denominator and we are bringing the denominator to downward and we are getting the D by R is equal to Q and we are substituting. And for the first we will see for Q is equal to 4.6, that is K is equal to 7, means what is the C/I value? It is 224.5. The C/I received by mobile unit for 100 degrees directional antenna sector system is given here, greatly exceeds 18 dB, but the equation shows that using directional antenna can improve the signal to interference ratio and also it will reduce the co-channel interference. So, but in reality, the C/I could be 6 dB weaker than the above on that is 24.5 dB if in heavy traffic area. So the remaining, if we are subtracting 6 dB from 24.5 dB, the remaining 18.5 dB is still adequate when you are going for directional antenna in the place of omnidirectional antenna. design system for K is equal to 7 and 3 sector case. So coming to the 6 sector case, in the place of 2 co-channel cells, only 1 co-channel cell is coming to interference, and we are getting 29 dB. And if you are decrease in 6 dB due to the propagation path loss and different climatic conditions and whatever it may be, so it is 23 dB, still more adequate. So the heavy traffic sector configuration can be used to reduce the co-channel interference. Okay, this is about directional antennas in the case of K is equal to 7. In the case of K is equal to 4, we will here what is the difference is the formula. In the formula we will substitute for Q 3.46. In the formula here we have substituted this K is equal to 7 means 4.6. That is the difference. So this is about the reduction of co-channel interference and the increase of channel capacity with the help of directional antenna system. And we have seen the design of directional antenna system in the worst case also. Thank you.